Welcome to Sentinel Sports Extra, Cleveland Cavaliers pregame report. I'm Tiim Shirer, Cavaliers beat writer for the Lake County Sentinel. And today, the Cavaliers are going to take on the Portland Trail Blazers, the first time the two teams will be meeting this season. Before we get to the Cavs, a couple things. This show is brought to you by CT Roofing and Power Wash, the official roofer of the Lake County Sentinel. To get a free quote, call 440-278-0506. I got an alert this morning. I saw, actually, I think it was the middle of the night, that the Los Angeles Clippers released Chris Paul, or they're working out a deal to release him, but he's no longer with the team. They've sent him home. I don't get it. I mean, this guy is a Hall of Famer. And you're going to treat him this way? New owner, same Clippers, I guess. I don't get it because, I met people that work for the Clippers. They're a good organization. Lawrence Rank seems to be a stand-up guy. I talk to one of their scouts all the time. Really great person. I just kind of don't understand this move. I'm sure maybe more clarity will come out at some point, but it's very interesting to me. But if Chris Paul wants to finish the season, he's obviously going to get picked up by someone immediately as soon as he clears waivers or whatever. I mean, he's one of the greatest point guards of the last 25 years. So best of luck to him. But now getting to the Cavs. Cavs and Spurs will be, on Friday night. But tonight the Cavs play the San Antonio Spurs. The Cavs went to Indiana and took care of business on Monday, and they beat the Pacers 135-119. It was a really good game. Of course, Mitchell had 40 points again, like he always does. Tyson played great. Proctor played very well in the time he played. Naquan Tomlin continued to play well. It's really, I think what we've seen early in the year is some of these younger guys really getting valuable minutes, and that's really going to help this team as they head to the playoffs. I know the record's 13-9, and people are disappointed, after the start of last year, but I really think this team is in a good place, and teams don't worry about regular season record like they used to. They just don't. I mean, Oklahoma City is 21-1, which is pretty cool. I mean, that's a pretty good team there. So, like I said, the Cavs are 13-9. They're 8-4 here at Rocket Arena. Sixth place in the East. Second in the Central Division. They're 4.5 out of first spot in the East and in the Central. They're behind Detroit. I expect Detroit to come down to earth. I really do. They're a good team, but I expect them to come down to it. I believe the Cavs and the Knicks will be the 1 and 2 seed in the East. I just really think they will be. So as for Portland, they've been a mess. Their coach got arrested. So they're going to be they have an interim head coach. They're 8-13 on the year. They're 5-7 on the road. They're 10th in the West and fourth in the Northwest Division. The Trailblazers are one of the teams the Cavaliers entered the NBA with. They were both expansion teams in 1970. They won a championship first. They both have one now. The Blazers hold the all-time series lead, 73-61. The Cavaliers do lead when playing at home at the Cleveland Arena, Richfield Coliseum, and Rocket Arena. They hold the edge, 39-28. And really on the road, it's not that crazy. 24. The Cavs are 24-33 in Portland, which isn't that big of a deficit compared to some of the places like Houston. So the all-time scoring record for a Cav in a single game against the Blazers was Kyrie Irving, January 28, 2015, 99-94. The Cavs won the game in front of 20,562, sold out here at Rocket Arena. The rebounding is very interesting, very interesting. Two guys had 23 rebounds in a game against the Blazers. The first one was Rick Roberson, November 17th, 1971, at Cleveland Arena. There was no attendance listed for that game. The Cavaliers did win that game, 120-99. And then it happened again on in 1983 when Clifford T. Robinson pulled down 23 rebounds in the Cavs' 98-92 win. That was at Ridgefield Coliseum. That was at the end of the Ted Stepien era, and so the crowd was tiny. 2006-97. I think more people work here for a Cavs game now than that. So, protesting Ted Stepien, it eventually worked. The league understood it, and they forced him to sell the team. So all ended up well. But the assist record happened in the same game as the original rebound record on November 7th, 1971. Bobby Washington had 20 assists for the Cavs that night in the 120-99 win. So that's some very interesting history. I love going over Cavs history and looking stuff up when I do research for these pregame shows and for my articles. Let's get to the injury report. We've got, I'm going to screw up some names, so just be aware of that because I'm really bad with English, the English language, but I'm really bad with names that aren't from the English language. So I'm going to try my best, though. Denny Avdija, I have no idea. No idea. For the Trailblazers, he is questionable with a left ankle. Donovan Clingan, which is an easy name because it's English, and even I won't screw that up. He's questionable with lower leg contusion. I really liked watching Clingan when he played for UConn, and he seems to be a really nice young man too. Scoot Henderson is out. He's got a left hamstring tear. Drew Holiday is out, right calf strain. Damian Lillard is out, left Achilles tendonitis, injury management. Chris Murray is questionable with a left hip contusion. Matisse Thybulle is out with a left thumb ligament tear. This is really long for the Blazers. Blake Wesley is out, left foot fracture, and Robert Williams III is out with left knee injury management. The Cavs, Jarrett Allen is out again with that right finger. Lonzo Ball is probable with an illness. Chris Livingston, he's out two-way, G League two-way. Sam Merrill's still out with that hand. Larry Nance Jr. out with the right calf strain. He's going to be out probably a few more weeks at least. Max Strus is out with the left foot surgery. I'm thinking maybe January, hopefully, for Max. We'll see. But that's the injury report for this pregame show. And, this isn't the old NBA where guys play every single game. Guys are not soft if they sit out games. This is just how the NBA is now, okay? They pay guys a lot of money. And plus, you want your guys healthy for the playoffs, right? As a Cavs fan, you really should understand that. When Cavs are good all season, injury-wise and record-wise, and then they get injured, and the guys miss the playoffs and they get knocked out. So I would rather this team be healthy in late April and May into June than be healthy now. We'll see what happens tonight. Cavs have dropped some games to teams they should beat. But hopefully the Cavs can get their second win in a row tonight. And because let's face it, Friday night San Antonio, Saturday night Golden State. So those will not be easy. But I will talk to you after the game. I hope everybody has a good night, and we'll see you later.